Hello, everybody. This is Sebastian Joseph, the Thomas fan, 458 here, and I'm here to reveal some of my plans for 2023 next year on my YouTube channel. So, let's begin. Now then, first thing, in January, I'm gonna kick off with the first episode of season 8, because I have almost 9 seasons. And in season 8, Thomas and Tari, for a long time in my series, are finally gonna get married. Yeah. See, there are a few episodes where Thomas goes through crisis of trying to plan out the wedding, and everyone helps him. And then it helps him. And then in the next episode, there's a random diesel engine trying to kill Thomas. For my last arc of my series called the Heroes of Soda arc that started in season 9. He wants to take Thomas to Diesel 11. And now Thomas has to try and defend for himself. And so, yeah, that's it. That's it for my first plan of 2023, the eighth season of my series. And finally, in May, I'm gonna start the last season, and it's gonna end in August. The last season's gonna start from May and then end to August. So, let's start season 9. So in season 9, there are a few regular episodes, and the rest of the season, six episodes, I think. And 6 episodes are the last 2 parts of my story arc called the Heroes of Soda arc that started in season 6. Yeah. And in my arc, the Heroes of Soda arc, there's a war going on, and the engines are trying to defend their home and trying to stop Diesel 11 from destroying their Thomas, and Thomas has to do everything in his power to keep his home safe. I don't want to do any spoilers, but I'm sorry if I gave you some spoilers. My bad. Yeah, and so after that, after the season 9 is my Thomas and Friends series. So Thomas and Friends Solar Adventures will finally end. It started in September 3rd, 2020, and then somewhere it's ending in August next year, in 2023. I hope you enjoyed it while it lasts. Also, one more thing. For those of you who know and don't know, if you looked on my community post, I made a special series. I made a very special series. And that series is called NWR Timeline. And I bet you all know this. This is the timeline of the NWR. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. But I decided to make it that series is canon to my Thomas and Friends Solar Adventures series. Yes, it is. It is canon. So I'm gonna try and make some of the characters for these series. Characters such as I'm gonna try and make the Wellsworth and Stuttery engines. I watch Unlucky Tug's videos, and he said they're 4060 style tank engines who worked on the Wellsworth and Stuttery relay. So I'm gonna have to try and use some so I'm gonna try and find some style tank engines for the for the Wellsworth and Stuttery engines. And I'm pretty sure I'll try and make the coffee pots as well. And there are also a few other characters I am also planning to make. Characters like Eagle, Timothy, and others. Yeah. Also, I have something else to show you. Wait right here. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. My custom shells I've made for my series, for my new series that's starting somewhere like September, I think, called NWR Timeline. So, I made the custom shells of the engines in their old liveries, and I had to, and since I didn't have an Alfred B16, the B16 engine, so I decided to use Duchess as Alfred, and it worked pretty well, pretty detailed. Now, let's move on to the shells. Now, let's start off with Edward and James. So here's Edward's shell. Oh, yeah, he looks good. I think he looks good. He looked pretty good and pretty detailed. Good with his red paintwork and black stripes and his furnace railway label on his tender. Let's move on to the other side. It's free as well, and it looks very good, very detailed. Alright, to James. Now, James was a little hard for me because I had to try and make his firebox shape work, and it did. Although I'm quite okay with this model, just not too proud of it. Yeah, and I think it looks very good. And the tender may look a little odd, but I'm gonna have to try my best to ignore the difference. Now, Thomas. Now, you see, it stated in Unlucky Tug's video, it stated that Thomas was never painted green. I know that. He was never painted green. He was painted either brown or black. But, maybe but hey, it's up to our own imaginations to decide. So I decided that Thomas would be in green, just like he was, along with James in his black. Because both of them, James was in black and Thomas was in green in the movie Thomas and the Adventure Begins. However, something does look different. He does has his hang on, and just try and never mind. You see, originally, yeah, I got his old LVSC SC label, but instead of the number 70, I gave him the number 105 on his bunker. Yeah. So I decided to make that change because, well, I've been on DeviantArt, and I saw George the Red Engine's art made of Thomas in his old livery, but instead he has the label 105 on his bunker. Shout out to George the Red Engine's channel, link in the description. Teehee. Anyways, back to Thomas. Yeah. So you all probably know the reason why Thomas has a 105 on his bunker, because Thomas was the first E2 to be built with the extended side tanks, not the first E2 to be built. Now, on to Gordon. Now, I think Gordon was pretty easy for me. Yeah. Just like Thomas James and Edward. He looks very good in his green livery and his LNER. Very detailed with white lining. Yeah. And also, try and ignore the fact that the engine's wheels are painted in their nowadays colors, because I am not gonna do that. All right, now on to Alfred, and yes, it's not Alfred. It's just Duchess in the Alfred shell. Let me just grab these two. So here's my Alfred shell. It looks very good, and instead of his B12 form, he's in his B16 version, because I kind of prefer that version better. You see, back then I kind of preferred him in his B12, but now I prefer him in his B16. So yeah, very good. In his green livery, with the number 3 on his cab, and the L and the R on his on the tender. Both left and right side. Very good. Now let's get him into his blue livery. There we go. Much better. Now I think I kind of like this. I think it's not my favorite, but I did work hard on it. On both his green and blue liveries. So we got him in his blue livery, yeah, without his number 3 on his cab, and the numbers 98462 on his tender. And yep, that's it. And those are my custom shells I made for my In the Meantime series called NWR Timeline, coming in 2023. And in that In the Meantime series, there's going to be a total of 24 episodes. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Those are my plans for 2023. I hope you have a very good day. And I'll see you next year in 2023. And get ready for the last 2 seasons of my series, Thomas and Friends Soda Adventures. And that's it for me. Bye, guys.